Okay, hello. I'm going to quickly show you an example of shorting a position quickly in a scalp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably leverage out quite a fair bit. I'm going to get about 500 worth of IOTA, which is going to work out to be about just over $2,000 worth. We have on the 1 minute chart the RSI quite overbought, and on MACD we've got a downtrend with a slight crossover. So what I'm expecting and projecting is that over the next, the last time that this happened, where there was a bit of an overbought period, was over here, and we ended up seeing the price go up ever so slightly for a little while, but then we did see a downtrend. So what I'm going to look for is a moment in time for a good entry up here to try and maybe ride the next wave down. When exactly that's going to be, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm still going to try and get the best price possible. At the moment, we do not have any major big spikes in price volume. Like here was a big red candle. You know, I would have eaten that candle. Over here, you had a big green candle. It was very indicative of very bullish trend. At the moment here, we've had quite a section of bullish movement, but now we're going to be able to short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy. Oh, I think it might be too late. $4, 4.11. So I'll make it 4.2 for the sake of making it easier. And then what I'm doing, since I'm shorting at 4.2, I'm going to press margin sell. See, so I'm selling something that I don't even have yet. So what this is going to do, when I go margin sell, we're going to see our margin sell line appear up here somewhere, which should be happening any second. Oh yeah, it was a bit high up. Yeah, about there. So what we've actually are is our position that we've got an order in for is actually negative 500. So the whole aim of the game here is to try and buy it as borrow it, kind of actually, at the best price we can, and then as from a lender, who the lender doesn't care if you go well or bad, because if you really screw it up, you've got a liquidation line, which basically makes it so the lender will always get their money back, and you know it'll close the position before you end up sort of, you pretty much don't end up owing a lender. There's been flash crashes and stuff in the past where that happens, but it's not really typically something that, you know, I'd be overly concerned about. So what I'm going to do here is keep looking for another moment. So this period of the chart dropping doesn't seem to be exactly happening right now. I'm still not ready to buy in yet. If this, probably going to have to wait another minute or so. I'll just still keep it here, and we'll have a look. In the meantime, we're going to explore and have a look at some other coins and see if there's any other opportunities. We'll see how Bitcoin's going. That's just going on a bit of a run at the moment. Yep, that's just shot up out of nowhere. That to me is pretty clear of a coin that's going to be falling, because you've got a bullish candle with a top wick, meaning that the candle started here, it pushed all the way up to there, then all the sellers pushed it all the way back down to there, leaving this big green thing, which then boom leaves a big falling candle, and you're going to see the price fall. That is classic textbook, I'm going to short your ass. How far it's going to fall, I don't know. It was quite overbought here, so it was overbought, and even though the price was going up, if we get our little marker tool, and it'll make you white, why not? Price is falling on the RSI. However, in real terms, price has been going up. To me, that's pretty indicative, especially the MACD is pretty messy, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Just this alone here with the spikes in volume is showing me that, you know, that we're going to be seeing over a period of time the price drop. But, you know, Bitcoin's a little bit volatile. There's a lot of other factors at play here. But you could have, just in the time that I was looking at it, say we had a bought in here and then actually quickly put a sell in here. We'll look at what profit we could have made. We're looking at maybe, like, I'd say, you know, just a few percent, if that. So, yeah, 1.2%, 1.2, 1.3%. Maybe even less, if we say we got in at the top of that candle and executed that. And you're like, that's not very much, but, you know, you have a fair bit of money lodged in that. That's a pretty good risk to reward ratio trade. And, you know, boom, a few $100 just straight away in your bank and off you go, straight to the strip club. So let's go back to looking at the coin that I was at before. So I don't know, I don't even remember what it was. It was IOTA. So we'll have a look at how our position's going there. Since we actually have opened, I'll have here. I hope it hasn't just kept dropping. Yeah, it has. So we kind of missed, while I was off having a ramble about Bitcoin, the good short. The good short. See, the trick is, you know, you can start, oh, for fuck's sake, you can start chasing the dragon, and you never want to do that. It's not really the way to go. Our RSI is still falling. It's bouncing on the resistance there. The price is falling. Green candle forming. Are you kidding me? What the? This green candle is probably going to push up a little bit. I'm going to wait, because the trick is to be patient. But no, screw it. Just for the sake of the demonstration, I'm jumping in. I threw it over the line at a market execution. Already down $4.50. That's just because of the spread and the fees. Now, to quickly jump out, I'm going to set myself up a buy. So I'm basically buying back what I borrowed. So I'm just going to put it in at $4 and 80 cents, 4.8 cents, $4.08. We'll just check what my figure was at. About there. Margin sell it, buy it rather. All right, you always got to get rid of your little minus symbol there, otherwise it won't work. It's just a stupid system. So I'll go margin buy, and I'm going to set, this is our line. So basically what's going to happen is the moment that this crosses that, or I decide to drag it over it because things aren't going my way, is when the order's going to be either a market sale or a limit sale. So at the moment, things are looking pretty sweet because we have got a bunch of sellers who started off here at the top of this candle, and they drove all the way down to there, and they pretty much said, nah, that's where we're staying. We're seeing a bit of tug of war, but yeah, it's falling down. It's going in our favor. This is what we want. This is what we're after. Nice green candle here means that there was a slight bit of pullback. I expect a little rise here, but that's okay. It's going to go up just a tiny bit. It's got to, because that's quite a solid red candle. I'll put my order back here, and I'll have a look in the order book, see where we're sitting. We're sitting here, we're at 500. Old mate here with 22,000s, just throwing up fakies, trying to drive the price up. Good on you, mate. Please don't screw me over. But the price is still falling. I don't know why my profit margin hasn't updated itself yet, because I should be actually pretty profitable here. So I'll actually check my price range, and just this alone, oh yeah, it's not, we're barely just, I forgot we're in the 1 minute chart, so it's very slowly moving. So at 0.4, 0.14. See, that alone there doesn't even cover your fees. You know, see, that's what I was telling you about in the earlier video, is once your fees become pretty much non-existent, wherever you enter a position from, that's, as soon as it drops like that, that would be 0.14 worth of profit. So now we've got a bit of a retrace, which is, you know, obviously just healthy. You know, you're not going to see just red candles over and over and over and over again. It's nice, but it's not always the way. So I'm just going to get rid of this little fucker and see what's going to happen. So what I'm aiming for is for, don't want to be too greedy, just want to make myself a few dollars. Let's have a look. RSI is falling nicely. Let's see how the MACD is going. We've got a MACD crossover. So basically when the price was going up, the red was on the bottom. Now we've had a crossover, which would have basically at this point here meant it was a pretty good time to short. We shorted about here, a little bit later on in the game. So had we done it there, that would have been opportune, but like, you know, as I said earlier, I may have missed it. So now we're just playing the waiting game and hoping that things are going to work in our favor. Mind you, we're still just in the 1 minute time slot, so that's not really obviously that accurate to see, oh look, we've made 0.056 US dollars if we were to sell now. Fantastic. So let's have a look into the other time slot and see which way the market sentiment seems to be going. Okay, this is a little bit more encouraging. What we're seeing here is we had a big green candle, then we had a bit of an indecisive red candle. So basically the price action started here, push it all the way back down to there, which then we had another green candle that which tried to push it, and it actually worked quite well. Afterwards, we had a very, very strong bullish candle, and here we're actually forming on the 5 minute a bullish red candle, which is now getting a bit of a bottom tail, which is not always the best sign, but we're hoping that that's going to continue to be a drop. See, it means that the price has flirted there. So had I had my limit in that range, I may have been able to sell there. But we're still only playing with like just, you know, $2,000 or whatever. Also, mind you, another interesting thing to note is your profit and loss here. That is always times the factor of 3.3. So if you get a 10% profit, you need to keep in mind that you're actually not 10%. It's actually 33.3%. Always remember that. So yeah, another good thing to look at is your liquidation price. Okay, so in this instance, I have got my liquidation price is $9.60 on something that's false. It's literally got a double. We need 100% movement for me to lose 66% of what is in my marginal count. That's what I was telling you about if things go completely pear-shaped. if you are trading your entire margin account at the same time, see, I have like $8,300 here to play with. If you were to trade that whole thing, you get something like a 15% swing. Boom, your margin account is wiped. Like straight away, 66% of that is just gone before you can even, I don't know, do whatever the fuck you want to do. So this price is really moving slowly. It's not as volatile as I would have hoped. Um, During this video, I probably made only about $1. Um, but you know, hey, $1 better than nothing. So yeah, what, $2. So if we were to analyze the charts in a longer time frame, this is not really a good place for me to get involved because we're playing a sideways market. You know, like it's not really there's no definite trend for me personally to get really super involved. Like there's nothing here that's telling me, yep, for sure, definitely, yep, do that. If anything, I'm seeing, you know, a bit of a closing wedge. Which way it's going to go, again, I don't know. RSI is bang in the middle. Everything's about the same. It's just, I'm not sure which way it's going to go. You see now our price is going up, so it's not even working out in our favor. See, we managed to get to $6 US, but that would be lagging. So let's go back to our 1 minute. Okay, so our price is falling. We've made about $6. It's now kind of making me wish that when I first looked at the video at the very beginning, that if had I caught the top here, or actually looked there when I noticed that the RSI was higher and actually got to here, we would be in a more profitable percentage. So we'd already be at 1.39% when we're at 0.3%. So that pretty much would mean that, you know, we'd have more money than what we do now. Fuck, that sounded terrible. That was just my excuse for not doing maths in my head, but I have not slept in a long time, so, you know, whatever. So the price is falling, so I still called it, but it's just not falling at the rate that I kind of would have wanted to. It's pretty, yeah, it's not really what I want. Okay, now these are factors that I would also consider, that the price is actually going to move now the other way. What I'm starting to see is, hold up, no, on our MACD here, on our Mickey D, I'm starting to see a little uptrend. So that's something to keep an eye on. That basically means that these lines are looking to want to cross back over again, which means that we could be seeing another rise in price. But I still wouldn't stress out about it too much. We'll keep an eye on it still. We've had a really successful falling red pattern at the moment. So it's times like these where, I don't know how long this video has been going for, but you got to realize this is in US dollars and it's also times 3.3. So I've made $10. So that's like if you're a waiter in the USA, I've just made, I don't know, an hour and a bit's wage. Okay, so yeah, see the MACD is actually working. Which way is it going to go? I think it's going to pop up for a bit. That's my feeling. No, some of us is getting filled. I'm making profits by accident. So yeah, now we're at $23. Okay. Oh, yeah, the market's dropping good. Good and hard. See the MACD lad. Okay, 18 seconds till the next candle forms. I pretty much will bet a nut on it that it's not going to be at that same price. In fact, since it's in the middle here, it's probably, we're going to see a little correction. So yeah, green candle, called it. So I'm going to put it in here and see if we can hope to sell. We still got, let's see if we can sell the rest. Come on, sell. That is painfully close. It's going to shoot up. Ah, called it. Fuck it. I'll just do a market order. Over the line. Submit limit buy order. Fully executed. And there you go. That's how you make $30 in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or how long this video has been for. See, now what I could do is ride the market back up again for a little bit. Alright. See y'all later.